Everyone, and welcome back to another edition of FSI's PGA DFS Pick Show. I'm your host, TK Nation, bringing to you the Showdown Round 2 for the John Deere Classic. It's been a while since you've seen my ugly mug. Yes, I was out last week because of vacation, but I'm here to talk some Showdown once again. This time for the John Deere Classic, as I mentioned. Round 1 was okay. Not many at the top did what we wanted them to do. Harmon kind of lost his edge at the end of the round 1. Berger didn't bogey, but he only made 2 birdies. Kind of questionable round from him, but we're expecting bigger things from these guys as the week progresses. Big news was Siwoo Kim basically ejecting early and withdrawing. He got golf sad and decided to call it quits. So hopefully he didn't get burned by that as much. Everyone freaked out over Stricker, and he ended the day pretty well too. Looks like he has a price bump, but we'll get into all that. Let's do it. Let's break down the tier by tier here, 10K through the bottom. Starting us off with Daniel Berger, as I mentioned, he kind of only made 2 birdies today, didn't really do too much. Didn't gain any strokes with the putter, didn't really get too close enough to the hole to have a birdie putt. So a lot of pars for Berger. I expect him to go low tomorrow, though. 1.1 on the approach, 1.6 tee to green. He's got that good course history. If I'm paying up for Berger. He's my one-and-done pick this week. Kind of struck out last week with Doc Redman, so I need a little bit of boost from Berger, and I think a low Friday will get himself into contention. Let's see what he can pull off tomorrow. Hopefully he's not getting up for the Open and decides to actually play. Brian Harmon, going to be a fade for me. Sungjae Im, I could see myself playing a little bit of Sungjae Im, 1.7 on the approach, 2.4 ball striking. Not bad round. Russell Henley was cruising until he 3-putted from 3 feet. That first putt for birdie was kind of tilting, 3.2 tee to green. Henley's kind of better on Bermuda grass, but I like him still. 9,800, I could see him being chalk. I could also see Cam Davis being chalk at 9,400. Kevin Streelman, I'm going to be out on at 96. I kind of just skipped over him. But yeah, Cam Davis, 2.6 with the putter. You kind of need to make putts, and he's got the really hot putter right now. Patton Kizzire, somebody I played pre-tournament, didn't do too well today, but -1 on the approach kind of hampered his statistics. I think I'll be out on him and Noren. I'm not sure where the motivation is. I do like Zach Johnson. He at 9,100 will probably be my favorite play in this 9K range. He absolutely tears up this course. He gained a stroke around the green. Kevin Na looks like he's putting pretty well. He looks invested into this tournament. I think I'm going to have to play some Kevin Na into the weekend. Hank Lebioda, or Seamus, almost skipped over Seamus Power. I like Power, 1.7 around the green, but the play is Hank Lebioda, 5.9 strokes total, 3.8 putting, absolutely crushing it with the flat stick, 2.1 tee to green. That's what we're looking for. Next up would probably have to be all the way down at 8,200 for Johnny Vegas. I like him, Gim, Stanley. They all gain strokes, tee to green. 3.4 for Gim, 3.4 for Stanley, 2.6 for Vegas. They look like they're really crushing it with the strokes gain statistics. I don't mind Munoz. He absolutely floored us today with his performance, 4.4 tee to green. How much of it is sustainable? I think with these kind of strokes gain numbers, you kind of just roll it. 7,900. There's not much of an ask there. When Munoz does play well, he's going to play well for 4 rounds. So I like him heading into the weekend as well as including round 2. Quite a bit of names there from that 82 to 79 from Vegas to Munoz. I like that little pocket there. I could see a lot of core plays being from that area. Right in that low 9s and the low 8s, look like there's a good amount of players with good strokes gain statistics. Patrick Rogers gained 2.2 off the tee, 1.9 putting, an absolute freak on the bent grass greens. If the irons can come into play, I think he's going to be a good play to sneak up and go low. Even being in 12th already, I think he makes for a good play, maybe even a good bet at this point. So I'm really looking into Patrick Rogers. I did have him pre-tournament as well, so I like to see that. Next up, Ryan Moore, 2.3 on the approach, 3.1 ball striking. I think those are good. Those are good numbers to continue. If you want to try to throw a shot on Mark Hubbard, he's always a guy that can go low. Adam Schenk, not really the best strokes gain numbers, but he's putting pretty well. So is Nick Taylor. I don't know if Luke List is going to gain 2.4 strokes putting again. That's not typically something he does. I didn't see the irons there, so List looks like a fade for me. I'd rather play Schenk. Ches Reavie, 3.2 with the putter. He's typically not a good putter as well, but he at least gained strokes on his approach and with his ball striking, so I think he's a good play. JJ Spawn down here in the 6K range. I had Burgoon pre-tournament. I like him, 1.1. But, Spawn, 4 strokes ball striking. I think those are good strokes gain numbers. His putter could abandon him, and if the strokes gain doesn't continue, or the putter typically abandons JJ Spawn. If the strokes gain numbers abandon him, I could see a complete flop from him. Camilo Villegas, I really wanted to play him. I just didn't pull the trigger after the recent form, but he's gaining 6 strokes tee to green, 3.6 on the approach. Just missed a few putts today. Villegas looks really solid in his numbers. So does Chesson Hadley. We've seen this with Hadley before. He can kind of eject. You just don't know when. I think you keep that in mind. 6,700, I can see him being chalk in head-to-heads and cash games for tomorrow. Chris Baker, the birdie maker, he is a DFS darling. He looks like he has the putter rolling. He's had it rolling since the U.S. Open. I think that's pretty. Oh, Kevin Tway. I'm not gonna buy into that. I've seen too much bad from Tway over the years to really feel good about anything. Grellerman is another guy that'll pop and disappear, so I'm not really sure what to think of him. I think this is going to round it out. Everyone else down here in the 6K range is pretty volatile. So that'll do it for Showdown Round 2 player pool. And if you guys want to get into the Discord and get a deeper dive and a core lineup, you can find the Discord link on the Twitter handle at FSI_DFS. You could follow me at TKNation47. Until tomorrow, you enjoy your night and enjoy round 2.